Hey, sis. All right, so today we're going to talk about the Flirt Pure technique of teasing. And there's something that I have to talk about that I haven't talked a lot about. Now, I've talked a lot about thoughts, I've talked a little bit about actions, but today and right now, I need to talk about state. All right. I have a coach who loves to talk about state and he's great at it. He's great at getting us as his clients into state. And I'm going to tell you how he does it because I truly believe it is brilliant. He's amazing. His name's Dave Moreno. Go look him up. So you get into state with movement and sound. Now, there might be other ways to get into state, but I truly believe movement and sound are beautiful ways to get into state. And I've been telling this to my clients for quite a while. I tell almost every single client I have that they need to go dancing or to the gym. Okay, because you need to move your body to get into state. Like you cannot get into state by just staying in the same position. Like I love dancing for this because like your body literally becomes a musical instrument and it does beautiful things for your confidence and your sex appeal and your sexiness. So I almost tell everyone like just go dancing anywhere, any kind of dancing. Dance in your house, like turn on some song and swing your hips around, like hug yourself, like dance. Dancing is a beautiful way to change your state. Working out is a beautiful way to change your state. Like the energy required to move your body, just beautiful things for you. And we all know it gives you endorphins and it's just a beautiful thing. I personally like dancing more for changing the state. But I also love to work out. I adore working out. Like, I love it all. I love moving my body. It gets me into state. Sound, music. Okay. Music is your friend. Play music all the time. Angry music, happy music, sad music, loving music, whatever. Be playing music. There's this beautiful statement, there will be music everywhere she goes. There will be flowers everywhere she goes. Like you can use music to change your state. Now, what does this have to do with teasing? Well, it's really hard to tease when you're not fun. Okay. It's really hard to be playful when you're not playful. Okay. And so you need to be fun and playful in order to tease. Now, as I said before, I also love me some good snark, right? But you don't want to be snarky all the time. And honestly, I think snarky is a little bit mean. So, like, you can be snarky too, but like teasing isn't supposed to be mean. Like, you never really want to tease someone to demean them or to make them feel bad about themselves. And that can happen really easily when you're snarky. Okay, so I more want you to be in the state of playful and fun. And I know a lot of my clients ask me, Michelle, how do I be fun? And I'm like, you got to pay me more money to help you with that one. And yes, I do. I do get paid for coaching because I'm a good coach. And people ask me questions like, how do you be fun? And I have to tell them it's through your state. It's through your state, and listen to this music to change your state. Now, if you're going to listen to fire and brimstone and prophecies about end times, let me tell you what kind of state you're going to be in, babe. Okay? Like, no, stop listening to that. We all know the end times are coming. You don't need to find out anything more. They're coming at some point in the future. Don't worry about it right now. Like, you've got other things to worry about. Okay? So like literally stop listening to things, stop listening to the news. Okay, you don't need to know. You just don't need to know. Just don't. You don't need to know. You don't need to know about the news. It's bad. People are dying. There's wars everywhere and people are having horrific experiences. Okay, I just gave you the news. All right. So teasing, like I said, if you want to use the Flirt Pure technique of teasing, it is so effective. Men are so relieved when they find a woman who is fun and playful. They're so relieved, okay? Because they've got stressful lives. Like, we're adults, okay? Okay? So they might have kids. They might be running into trouble at work in that, like, they could be losing their jobs. They could have student loan debt and be wondering how to pay it back. They could have ex-wives with alimony going on. They could have child support going on. They could be 40 years old and wondering when they're going to have kids and wondering if the woman that they are going to be with is able to have kids. Like, we're adults, okay? So when they meet a woman who is teasing, they're literally so relieved, okay? And like I said, you got to be fun and playful. I love me some good snark. Like, honestly, one of the beautiful things that happens when you coach with me is you can send me a message 24/7 because I love my clients and I let them write me whenever they want. And so when I wake up and I see, like, what should I say? And what that means is they're sending me screenshots of the text messages that the guys that they're talking to are like, they want to know, like, what should I say next, right? And I tell them. And yes, I do throw in some snarky comments, but like at the base of my siren voice is generosity and kindness. So even though I'm being snarky, I'm almost always snarky in his favor. Like, if you look at the snarky text that I send, they're almost like a little wink compliment. They're very kind. So like, imagine like being snarky and kind. Like, I know it's hard to imagine because like you can't think of it right now, but like you can. Okay. And I want you to start again. You have to practice this. You can't even pay me thousands of dollars and think it's going to work. Like, you need to practice. All right. So go ahead and give that a try right now. Try coming up with a snarky, kind line, right? Like, here's one of the lines that I came up with. I'll just give you it for free. I love working out. And so what I would do is when I would go to the water fountain and the guy would be in front of me drinking water, I'd be like, "You're drinking all the water. You gotta leave some for me. You're drinking all the water." And like, that's kind of like it's so flirty. Like, quite honestly, it's like super flirty, but it's just a little bit of a kind of critique. You're drinking all the water. You can even change your tone and change it from flirty to bitchy. Um, so you want to be careful, and all of these things as you're going to learn as you practice these things. But like, yeah. So I just wanted to give you that example because that's an example of the snark being kind and flirty. You see what I mean? You're drinking all the water, and it's like, kind of a compliment because drinking water is good. It's kind of a compliment because I'm talking to you and I'm in the gym and I'm in a cute suit. So right away, the other guys are going to see that a girl's talking to you. So you feel kind of buff and like ego, like, because you're preening your feathers a little bit because the girl's talking to you. You see what I mean? Like, that's what's really going on when you talk to a guy in the gym, guys. You're complimenting him because you're giving him your attention. Okay? I hope this was fun for you. So I do have a new sisterhood cohort starting in a couple of weeks. Please hit me up if you are interested. And like I said, like, I do these sisterhood cohorts almost every season. I start a new one. So there are only 8 people in these cohorts right now. So you know, the spots fill up very fast. But there are still a few spots available in this next one. So hit me up. Let's get you married, sis.